Alright, we're back with another run with the Maltz Mighty Mashers. The kind of random team I made initially just to test out OBS has had a 5-1 run. We had our first draw last game, unfortunate. A really good Orc coach, like he knew his stuff. He had 5 wins and a single loss, I think, until that point. So we kind of ended his... I mean, we didn't end his winning streak, but he already lost one. But we're doing better than he was. But we had some unfortunate events run against us where, I mean, both got blitz. He had more time on his blitz than I did. But on the second half, he had a pitch invasion where like 4 of my guys went down, and they were down for basically 2 of his turns effectively. And it was pretty uphill from there. We did kind of pressure him all the way to the end, but he did get the one touchdown to equalize, and we got a draw. When we looked at the stats, he had much blocking dice, especially POWs, which are really important against us now, because we now got a couple players with Blodge, which makes them immune to anything but a 6, unless someone has tackle to remove our dodge. So we're going for a spin, we'll see what we'll come up against. We've just gained the dodge on runner, so he's now very much a runner-focused player at this point. He doesn't have any passing skills at the moment, beyond obviously dump off and being a reaction, and nerves are still being useful all the time for passes. If you're standing in an enemy tackle zone, you ignore them when you make a pass. We'll probably look to be getting him some pass skills next. We could develop him as a pure runner and just give him like block and maybe leader or things like that. Step aside are all good running skills, but I always kind of like having the option of semi-reliable passing. So even just getting the pass skill, maybe not getting accurate, but getting the pass skill to get the free reroll, and going back to running, we can keep doing that. But we also have to see how things go here, because we might find someone else gets agility 5, and I can develop them into a passing player as a backup, depending on what the roles they get. Because if you get agility 5, and then they get a doubles, and they're able to access passing, and I can give them pass. Then I'd be like, okay, maybe this is the guy that does my passing, and the other guy's the runner who runs the ball. But yeah, first priority is to get these witch elves block or wrestle. Probably 1 block, 1 wrestle, just so we have some options. Because sometimes wrestling's better, because if the other opponent has block and you have block, and you get it both down, nothing happens. You both fight each other and you stay where you are. But if you're trying to get someone down to get into the juicy center of someone's cage, wrestle can be better, because you just drop them to the ground and it leaves an opening. Ooh, this is pretty brutal. Maybe because we had a draw. I was interesting because I'd kept thinking maybe because we kept having wins with no losses, that's why we got that guy with 5 wins, 1 loss, because he's trying to put you against someone with similar skill. But this looks like this is like a fresh team. Wait, they've had a guy die. Because it should be 11 players to start with. Oh my god, he's had 2 losses and he's been put up against me? That's just cruel and unusual. Okay, I guess we're playing this guy. I feel really bad for him. Like, that's a huge, that's more than we had. We had a 420 difference against Chaos, which is particularly awful because they can really mess you up. Against me, it's less of a problem because I'm not as murdery. So you're like, okay, you might lose the match, but you come out of it unscathed. But these guys, yikes. They didn't buy anything. What are they doing? Oh, I think this might be a brand new player. I think I might try and give him some advice or something. I don't know what this guy's doing. Because he gave up basically improving his team by 50%, like a 50% increase. He just kind of didn't do anything with that. He could have bought a star player, a wizard, some team rerolls, anything. I'm going to have a chat with him maybe. Oh god, it feels bad. It feels like you're kicking a puppy. I kind of want to coach this guy a little bit and give him some advice, because brutal. I'm gonna feel so bad after this if I just beat this guy up. Oh man. I mean, at this point, if I was him, I'd play 1 or 2 more matches. If I'm new, figure out the game a bit more, and then just restart. I mean, it's not like I'm destroying a beautifully made team with a run of luck to ruin something. He's better off probably remaking at this point and starting with the full lineup, because he has no SPP. He hasn't scored. He hasn't passed successfully, at least with anyone still alive, and he hasn't hit anyone down. Stolz and Air. Is that German? Blut und Air? Is that the same as like honor or something? I need to check that. Yeah, he might be German. That makes me... What's Stolz? Proud. Okay, Proud and Honor too is the name of the team. Maybe he's role playing as Hiles because they're pretty proud in the setting. They're like very uppity. I can surf that guy potentially. Yeah, I don't know. If this guy doesn't respond, we can't help him, I guess. But I guess I'm gonna surf that guy because he's left him there. So, God, I feel like I'm kicking a puppy. I love this is a huge setup and he's just about to wreck me. That would be great. So I need to go have him there. She's going to run like that. I want to have a lineman go stand there, so he can go stand there. Blitz will stand there. She's going to push out. Otherwise, we're just going to put a guy there. It's a frenzy trap if we do it that way. So we want to go with there eventually, because that'll cancel out, and then we can go stand over and do things over here, and that'll be fine, I think. Okay, this is a little dangerous. Actually, I might. So he can go stand there. She can go stand there. She doesn't have to be that close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm just gonna make this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'm gonna put this guy back here just in case something goes wrong. He's here or not over here, but otherwise we're gonna just beat him up and surf this dude. If this guy had like responded, I'd be super into coaching him and helping him out, but that's brutal for him. So we will commit to this probably. This is actually bad for him as well because this guy can now get a free punch. She doesn't have to get any closer. He will go stand here because when we do punch, we can push him over there potentially. Everyone else is pretty good. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty happy where everyone is at the moment. Hope we catch it. Alright, that's still good. Okay, so let's go do this. Do cruel and unusual punishment to this poor guy. We want to push another push. Yep, and then we can keep running through, or we can dodge back. Okay, what we'll probably do is we'll come back, stand here to help this guy push here. I could stand there, and it means once this guy is here, it's harder for him to dodge out, but that exposes me to his guys back here to come punch me. I can press actually. I can press, and that also eliminates that guy. I won't press now because I do want to have a guy spare. I don't want to press too hard. Guy spare. Can I get through? Actually, they're not that quick. Only movement 6. He doesn't have any catches. Interesting. I don't have to be as safe as I thought. Wow, a lot of pushes. I don't have to push yet. That's a big frenzy trap currently, because it'll negate him. So if we bring him over here, but she ends up standing next to them, so it's not a great idea. So we do this one. Yeah, that seems fine. He can push me there. Oh, but if he does that, then no, it's too easy for me to get pushed off the deck. Okay, that's much safer. Yeah, we're gonna bring this guy back here as a safety. We'll punch with his here. We will come stand over here to help this guy out. And then we'll punch with this guy. And again, another push. This is like a perfect line. Alright. There's no easy way for them really through. They could kind of come through here potentially. Yeah, I'll secure the ball. I could move her first, but I don't really want her anywhere else at the moment. I mean, I could step her one back. It's probably slightly safer. But then that means the tackle zone isn't there to kind of prevent this bash and then run through. So I kind of do want her there. I could have moved her one over. But again, that opens this up. So I think she's good where she is. Yep, so he can get, he's got that. So he can get a 2-die there. He doesn't have to bring any more else around. He can get a 2-die already, either way. Yep. What a bunch of pussies. These elves are just pushing each other around. It's like kitties. Kitty's first Blood Bowl. Yeah, he needs a 6 to take me down. And he gets it. Alright, it's on now. No more pushes. Now we're actually hitting each other. Kitty gloves are off. All sense of honor among elves is now gone. They're actually hitting each other. Okay, is he going to try and foul my guy? Is he insane? I mean, it's a good trade. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. It's, you know, for this guy, that's a great trade because he's a loner and this is a blodge piece. But it's risky because, you know, if you don't have a man up, then it's, if you get caught out, it's going to exacerbate things incredibly so. Okay, yep, that's fine. I can come and beat this guy up with the Witch Elf. And this can just form a cage or whatever. Yeah, this is all fine. Not too concerned. Yeah, so we'll probably just screen here and just start beating these guys to a pulp. Yeah, I could go like press. I could press really hard on these guys. Oh, I think we're getting a concede. Well, that was quick. I don't know. That was weird. I don't even want this much cash, but sure. The new fan factor, that was just... Ugh. I feel... At least I didn't beat up his team. The Halle der Helden. I've looked up what that means. A Hall of Heroes. Okay, well, these Halls of Heroes resulted in them bowing out immediately. So we got some SPP of the Witch Elf. Great. Wonderful. And on the Blitzer, again, wonderful. But we're going to spin again because that was exceedingly just underwhelming. We do actually have to spend some money because we have more than 150 K gold. Do we want anything? Not really. We're pretty good. We'll upgrade our... There we go. Because this means we can buy an enhancement. I might save money a bit more. before doing this, because if I lose a player, I want to be able to replace them. This is not that important. But yeah, this is the enhancements. So this is kind of a good thing that we get to show off. So if you don't like weather changing, it'll always be nice. And this Magic Dome protects you from blizzards, the shining sun, making it hard to pass the ball, all those sorts of things. Knuffle Altar. This is really good for goblins because they have a whole bunch of star players they can buy. They regularly buy them. So unlike most teams which generally don't have enough cash for that, and it's generally not worthwhile, because goblins almost always have spare way less team value, and they usually have spare cash from team value difference. This is actually hugely worthwhile for goblins. Yeah, okay, there's other things you can roll box. So this is Elf Turf. This is like nice grass that will hurt you less if you fall over when you run too far. And this is Astro Granite. So you're more likely to die and break your neck if you run too far and fall over. Free rest area. So if you're huge into bribes, I mean, like, if you're a goblin, this ain't bad. I might argue that the other one's better because it applies to all. Like, you get multiple star players that are relatively cheap for like maybe 50k. It's really, really good. This will probably be what we get. That would have been great to not have that happen to us. And both get a wizard, yeah. So this is probably what we'll get because we're good at crowd surfing with our frenzy, and we're going to eventually get a lot of sidestep, which means we can just stand next to the edge of the pitch and not get pushed out. But we're not going to do it yet because we don't have enough cash. So let's find an opponent. Yeah, so this is great. Like, we just have to get a pass with one of these guys, and we may even have them stay back at the start and just make a vanity pass to the runner, and then help get them leveled up over the line. Same with her. She might actually be the first person. She might be the safety, and the runner will go stand next to it. She'll go pick it up and immediately throw it to the runner at the start of her offensive drive when it's safe, and then get her a level up. And then, if we get lucky and get more opportunities to get the ball in a safe spot, then we might do the same with these guys. But otherwise, these guys are looking to score whenever they can. And if they get lucky with some punches, that's great too. The rest of the linemen, they're kind of, if we can score with them, we will. Because we want to get them that first kind of block or dodge. Maybe a kick. The kick skills are really useful because it helps you control the ball placement. And so you kick deep for the orcs, make them run all the way back. Same with dwarves, orcs and dwarves, make them run all the way back, spend, 2 turns trying to get there and get the ball, another 2 turns getting to the center of the pitch, and then we've got half there. Ooh, Vampire, okay. This is really awesome. This is a really interesting team. Not competitive, in my humble opinion, and I think most other people's opinions. But it's really interesting. You have these really good, not very fast, so he's got to movement up, but really strong, really agile vampires. And then you have all these thralls who are there to get beaten up and get in the way, like my linemen, but they also act as blood bags. If these guys roll a 1 at the start of their turn when they try to do something, then you have to end their turn next to a thrall to eat, otherwise they have to leave the pitch at the end of his turn. He's got a good amount of rerolls, that's good. Apothecary, yeah, that's reasonable. Yeah, he's got a decent team. The blood bank, excellent. 3 wins and a draw. Who is he? Is this guy like an expert? He might be an expert. Into the team mode, he doesn't have one. We'll go next. How much does he get? 150k. Alright, that's probably a wizard, I guess. Maybe, well, there's going to be an argument to be made for Bloodweiser Babes actually here. Because he's going to be eating his thralls all the time and potentially knocking them out, being able to bring them back regularly means a wizard might not be as useful as a Bloodweiser Babe or 2. So you can do a Bloodweiser Babe and an extra team reroll. Because he doesn't have many skills. So for his blocks and stuff, that could be really useful. But his team value is really high because he's got all these spares. And so it means he gets less extra petty cash to use. Which is good because at the moment, like, he doesn't have block at all. Like, if I try to block him, he's gone for a wizard. Okay. I don't know enough about the vampires to know whether that's a good call or not, but I feel like Bloodweiser Babe, maybe because he's got enough spares, it's not a problem. I feel like a Bloodweiser Babe might be used for a vampire team. And so the idea with vampires is because they need the thralls to hang around near them and kind of almost escort them, you want to eliminate them. Because if there's no thralls left, there's no one left to eat. And then as soon as they roll a 1, they get sent off the pitch. So yeah, this is the High Elves. We didn't get to see really play. Yeah, we'll take offense. We got lucky. Number of fans. 14. Alright, we should have fame. Yep, there we go. So we've got a fame. We're now well-recognized team. We're no longer the new kids on the block. Wow, this is interesting. You could what? You could bash that down. You get your 1, and then that blocks you getting a 2nd. So yeah, this is interesting defense. It does make it really hard to attack as vampires. Interesting. But just leave the sides so open that you could just run players through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so I could easily get a 2-die in this guy if he doesn't, properly spread out. Yeah, so what he's doing is relatively protecting his vampires because it's really hard to fight a strength 4 piece from here because there's a guy that's going to prevent any assists other than here. And then at that point, you're still only getting a 1-die. And then a guy goes there, I assume. That needs to be flipped. Needs to flip those positions around. Otherwise, that guy's exposed if I bash this down. Ooh, that's really interesting. Because I want to bash the thralls, but if I get a chance to get a good hit on a vampire, I'll take it. I mean, he's got regeneration, so it's easy to come back. But, if I can set up a 2-die on them, I'll take it. Because they are his star players. They bash, they move the ball, they're really useful. And even just putting block pieces next to his thralls makes things very interesting for him. Okay. So she's going to be the safety. We've got Pouring Rain. Okay, so this is going to be interesting to handle the ball. We may or may not be too crazy with the vanity passes. So we're going to bash this all down, and then we're going to try and get a 2-die against this guy. That's pretty much the plan, because he's got dodge. I don't have tackle to take away that, so that's basically it. We'll confirm setup. Okay, you can set up a new legal defense. Not the end of the world. Maybe he doesn't realize that I'm going to strike here and he'll just leave it be because it just looks like some symmetrical. I haven't gone really hard one side. He's subbing in the guard piece. Okay, that's fine. Ooh, okay. Ooh, very interesting. Okay, so I kind of have to 1-die this to get it clear, even if just push him back, and that'll open up these options. Ooh, oh yes, please. I would love to beat on his vampires. Oh yeah, this is really interesting. I could do the push him out here. Lots of options. I think the safe thing is to bash there, get that clear. He's going so hard. It may be too difficult. But we probably should take a chance to run people through. Okay, so he's going to go stand there. They don't have the movement to really get there, so we probably will do a vanity pass at the end. This guy is just going to run through. If he wants to press hard, I will run in his backfield, and he can reconsider his options. So yeah, I can do a bash here. That opens that up. And then I can do a 2-die. No, I can do a 1-die if I cancel that. So Yeah, it is pretty difficult to get this off now, because to remove that piece or that piece requires a blitz uphill. So, we kind of have to do a single bash here. Or we can just pull back. We can just dodge back. We don't have to do this. Because we got unlucky. You got a perfect defense. It could even be a blitz, punch, and pull back. Because he's not going to be able to provide any assists. And I do want to hit that guard piece. So why don't we do that? It's a 2+ into a 2+ with a reroll. Yep, that works great. Alright, and then I just pull back, I think. Alright. And then other dodge pieces. Jeez, dodge skill for the win. Yeah, we're just going to do that, so that's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we're going to send him around there. Could send him around here, but I like him where he is. That's good, that's good. See, I don't have to go fight this guy. If I get in an unlucky situation, there's no point, pressing it. Be smart. So he can get through here relatively easy, but that's okay. We've got threats here he has to worry about. So she's picked it up, and then we're going to make a pass. And she fails. And we're not going to reroll that, that's fine. Because he can't really get to me. Mr. Martin, 3708. And so because I've got two guys here, he can't wizard me and then just pick up the ball. He still has to contend with someone. So he has to be a little careful about using that. So many thralls. Yeah, a thrall bashing game might be interesting because he's got so many replacements. It may be better actually going to go off the vampires because they're only armor 8. It's just the regeneration that, I mean, it doesn't matter. But yeah, any kind of bashing he does is really risky because he doesn't have block yet. He could set up a 3-die, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, he could put another guy there and get a 3-die. I'm happy to just, do some vanity passing and chill, and then move it up. If he moves all his guy back up, then I'll take the space here. Okay, he's getting things set up. Ooh, there's Bloodlust. So if he fails the Bloodlust, and he doesn't... Okay, so he's past Bloodlust. Oh, we got a 6. So if he fails Bloodlust, he has to end up standing next to a person there. And so if he failed that, walked over here, and got... I mean, it wouldn't matter in this case because he doesn't block, so if they're both down, he's down anyway. But if something happened and he wasn't ending his turn next to there, he'd have to dodge out to make sure he ended his turn next to someone. Otherwise, he'd be in big trouble. That's fine, we can dodge out of there later. Let's go 1, 2, 3, that kind of thing. What's he gonna do? If he spreads out to make a screen, I can probably find a weak spot and just punch it. And so like this guard piece, for instance, that's why I risk the 1 die, is because he's quite valuable. If I can get rid of him, that's great. I really want him to Bloodlust and start sending his thralls off with injuries. Okay, so he's... I mean, I can still dodge it that way, but I don't have to stand this guy up. He does have thralls, which means he can be fairly liberal with the fouling, and it doesn't matter too much. Okay, so he's got a basic screen. I can punch most of the screen fairly easily, no problem. This is going to be punch part of the screen and chill. Okay, we'll do that later. Who do we want to punch? We can put there, put there. We want to kill this guard piece. That's the important piece. So we place him here, and we place him here, and we drag this in here. So we're still blocking people off. And then we just brush this guy, I think. Is there anywhere we want to put him? Away from this guy is good, because if... That's fine. He can be... Yeah. So it's unfortunate that we only get a push. I could have pushed him there and stayed there, but he just brings him in and he can help out anyway. So that's fine, that's fine. Restore is fine, not a big problem. You can still bash that way, and he's got Lodge. Otherwise, we're looking pretty good. She probably wants to dodge out though. And she will. So make it half of these guys to get to her. Okay. Seems like a reasonable thing to do. Do we want to get that close? Because you can stand both. Yeah, we'll stand there. So they can't put a single person and man me both up. Alright, so those are scoring opportunities. We'll do that guy last. We want to pick this ball up and do a pass. It's just annoying that we have the rain. Because normally we'd have a... Oh, it's just a catch, it's not the throw. Okay, that's still fine. Fumbles! He still fumbles the ball. He still rolls ones. No, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, these guys can't handle the ball for some reason. I mean, in this case, you know, the weather's bad, but they still roll ones. So it wouldn't matter if the weather's bad. So yeah, unfortunately we got a push here. And this, once we kind of committed to this, we're standing next to this guy. We could have stayed and then just, you know, dodged back and just pushed him up here. And the guy gets a single block. But I kind of do want to pressure this guy. And he just doesn't have any skills. So it's every block he makes is super risky. Let's sort of get about there, that's fine. Maybe I should be more aggressive with the block pieces. At least putting them on thralls, maybe not vampires, because you can get easy 3-dies on them. Because if he puts... Yeah, I don't think he can bring enough assists in here. So he can get a 2-die still. It doesn't really change anything. Because he could get a 2-die there. Unless he puts 4, 5, 6 and brings that guy 7. And take a push. One day we'll throw the ball on and it'll be caught. Okay, he's following up. We will try and punish this guy. We'll probably even blitz him. Just because we've got block pieces nearby. We'll see. So yeah, we've got to just be really careful when we get near the end of our half, that we've got the ball somewhere safe and we've got people nearby in case there is a wizard strike. And also if we're going to throw to someone, we have multiple options, because you can blitz someone down, wizard someone down. Oh, really? And then, you know, all scoring threats are on the ground, maybe stunned, and they can't do anything. Please don't fall down. Ooh, okay, she got off lightly. Could have been worse if we rolled slightly higher. No, I can't do that. I can dodge out here though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, I can go help him do a bash here. Because it's kind of better if I play bashy against him, because even if we get both down, since I'm 7, I'm 8. Oh yeah, that's what we like to see. He doesn't have any skills. It's he gets a 6. That's fine. That happens. No bloodlust yet. So we should be due for a bloodlust. He doesn't have to activate the vampires though. And sometimes it's a good idea to just leave them where they are. They put down their tackle zones, and they don't have to go feed and thrall and change positions. Okay, interesting. That is very interesting. Could I potentially surf him? 1, no. 2, no. We could almost. Let's see, he's thinking about it. Thinking about fouling. Okay, so we can dodge away from areas of strength. Put him there. Do a bash. Ooh, okay. It's giving me an out. Maybe he wants to move this guy somewhere else. Just wants to keep this guy in position to hurt him. Okay. All right. So who do we want to punch? Definitely punch this guy. If I come in and punch that way, it becomes a 1. It's no different. Punch him that way. Got a lot of 2s around. I don't have to pick him up though. Can even get up and punch that way. Yeah, they're not at risk. Alright, what I'll do is blitz here, and I can always walk here afterwards. So let's go... Yeah, let's go this way. Beautiful. You can go over there. We'll stay. What's that piece? No difference, no difference. Dodge. Alright. This guy's a better target. So we're going to come over and punch him. A little risky because we're opening up the middle, but it's fine. Yeah, we'll still do this. Nothing. Okay, we can, if we can eliminate that tackle and get a 1 die. We've got some dodges available. If this guy comes here, it is a little bit at risk. But so she will probably bring her around. If we need a push, we'll take it to push and probably not pressure him because we don't want him to have a punch on her. Maybe we'll pressure him. Yeah. No, I think just because he has such a heavy lineup, like even if we take out thralls, it doesn't really matter that much in the end. Oh, this is a little dangerous, but that's fine. We'll do it. We're committed. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, we'll take this reroll. It's not vital, but alright, we can push him over there. He can't surf me anymore or anything like that, so that's fine. And then still, the ball is safe because he can't get to me, so we're gonna keep trying for this vanity pass, and then once we get the next turn, we're gonna just run it either way. Alright, we got the ball. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can get there very easily. You can get 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can go stand there relatively safely. 1, 2. I think that's probably the safe spot. You can go stand there. Thinking there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Stand over there. Can't get the guard piece really close. Now let's wait a turn. There's no need to push up yet. I'd rather move that into a properly built cage rather than just moving up because I want to move up. Because I've got 5 turns and I move movement 7, so I can get there in a turn. It's not an issue. So we extracted that guy out of there. We extracted her out of there. They only get a single block. They'll probably still hunt her down because she's the weakest. We did get a punch in this thrall, but we didn't break armor. Yeah, he's probably just going to try and wrap them up. And then punch her. Oh, no, we just wrap him up. Interesting. I kind of want him to commit someone through here, and then I can just avoid it and keep pushing one way or the other. Because I can effectively make a cage using them and them, or them and them, relatively easy. But yeah, I'm thinking, statistically speaking, I should just press on these guys, be really aggressive, and let the fact that he doesn't have any, he's going to rely on rerolls, and the fact that he doesn't have skills to do the work for me, and he'll start falling down on both downs. Like that, because he has to reroll now. Yeah, that's fine. So he's going to run out of rerolls so quickly, let alone bloodlusts. That, yeah, I mean, she could maybe surf this guy if I put him there, move that guy there. She can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, she could probably surf that dude potentially. Not that it's amazing because he's a thrall. Interesting, yeah. If they don't back this guy up properly, I can push here, blitz here, and then, yeah, they have to. Okay, trying to hypnotic gaze me here. So like, remove the tackle zone of that piece. He's still in a position where he has to dodge, but if you're doing nothing else with your vampires, at the end of the turn you should always hypnotic gaze. Because until I activate this player, he loses his tackle zones, and he can't intercept. So at the very least I have to click on and activate him, and if I activate him and do nothing else, then I've wasted his turn. But I might be like, oh, I need to do something else first, and then I need to use him, and so, but if that thing fails, then he's stuck like this, so it creates a bit of tension in the other coach's mind. But mainly use hypnotic gaze to clear a bunch of tackle zones that are in your way. You just go stand on them, go, no, hypnotic gaze, and open a corridor for you to run through. So he's just hypnotic gazing me, it's great. Is he going to do it again? Please do. That's hilarious. I'll just dodge these guys back if... Bloodlust. Yes. Okay, so now he has to go stand next to this thrall. He'll probably just go here and just hypnotic gaze me, and he's going to eat this thrall. Now, this is interesting, because now that he's potentially going to kill this thrall, if I create a barrier between him and his thralls, these guys are very dangerous to use. Oh, yes. Okay, so we're going to try, if we can, to build a barrier between him and his thralls, so that it's really hard to activate these guys without risking a turnover. So we're going to come up here. Do we have to come up here? We don't have to. We can do a thing over here. Okay, that's good. So now it's harder for them to get... So he's going to have to like bring someone over here. Those are nasty dodges. Nasty dodges. Okay, we might just do what we can. So bring him around here. Alright, this is... Do we have to do anything about this though? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can only stand on me. You can push me there, you can push me there, I can get bashed up a bit. Nah, I kind of don't want to get bashed to bits. It's a little bit annoying if that happens. You can go stand there. We're going to go... Oops. You can stand there, that's fine. Alright, so... he's going to go stand over there, she goes over there. Because if this screws up, I need defense from this side, where these guys are still holding these guys in case. Where this guy can come over, stand over here, and that's fine. So yeah, so this is the reason we did it this way. Fell over on the grass. Because if we put her here and left this open, and it's failed, then he can easily attack me. Now the only way to easily attack is from this side, and that requires him to do things. Now, his vampire can dodge, but getting a thrall there, in case he bloodlusts, is a lot harder, because he has to try and bash this down. And we've also made it very difficult for his thralls and his vampires to get together. You know, he can bash. Oh, he's doing it. Oh, unlucky, man. I feel bad for him. That is a a good opportunity to take. Because if you could pop that ball free and just scoop it up and run it here, bring these guys down to kind of just, you know, protect him, that's a good deal. Alright, so he's cleared that. He can make a go at the ball, but he doesn't have any thralls in case he bloodlusts. If he bloodlusts, he actually have to either commit to the block and then immediately his turn's over, or come back and stand next to his thralls and just eat them and accept that he's not going to be able to hit the blitz. So he's got a reroll for the bloodlust, so that kind of makes it a little bit safer. But if that then you then use that, then he's not using it on the ooh, ouch. Not using it on the block, and I've got a good set of options. Mainly this guy to toss the ball to. Yeah, this shit's probably going to get beaten to a pulp. But this is really good that we've separated his thralls from this guy. Like, he needs to bring this one back here, just in case. Yeah, he needs to bring this one back here in case something goes wrong. He can go stand there and eat him. Yep, good. Oh, the sixes. I feel like this guy, if he keeps going like this, he's going to have a lot of sixes. She's cute. That's fine. As long as it's not permanent injuries, I'm not too concerned. I'm still going to walk this one in by the end, most likely. Yep. Okay, so that's still the best option for a throw. And he should, if he doesn't man up, I'll probably throw to her because she's got dodge. Oh, he's got blodge. He's probably the best candidate. So they have to man up, but if they're bloodlust, then they have to walk over there and eat the thrall. So then they, you know, and if he goes away, then it's okay. So we're going to throw to this guy. The ones! Look at that. That's amazing. 2+ into a 4+, double ones. Alright, well at least we've still got a guy standing on the ball. As it turned out, we were better holding onto the ball, but, you know, with a 2 die and no block, that's super dangerous. It's still relatively safe. The pickup is at a -1, so he's at 4+ to pick it up there. It might be worthwhile for him to do, because hey, if you roll a 4+, that's amazing. And you can go stand over there and make a little cage. But I should be able to dodge out and get to him. That's super hilarious. Double ones. If I'm him, I leave that guy there. I move a guy here. And then I try and pick up the ball. At the risk of the bloodlust, because you've got a reroll. Yeah, I guess that works as well. That's more safe, more defensive, because it's harder for me to get the ball back up. Ooh, failed. Don't reroll that. Yeah, so he's tried to remove that tackle zone, so it's easy to pick up the ball. I guess he'll try again, because then it becomes a 3+. We'll see what happens. The only problem is these vampires haven't bloodlusted. We need a bloodlust. Because it's what throws the wrench in the vampires. It works every time. Because you might have a vampire run up here ready to score and there's no thrall nearby and he bloodlusts, walks in touchdown zone and then walks off the field and drops the ball. So he's having a long hard think, I think, about what he's going to do. Ooh, interesting. Okay, that's only a bunch of 2+. Ooh, the dodge failed. I feel bad for him. Alright, well, I don't have dodge, so I can do that there. That gets me 2 die. Everything's risky now because we don't have any rerolls. I can do a 2 die there. And then that gets me a 1 die or a 2 die with that, and if I can somehow remove that assist. So I think that's the safe play. Yep, you can go over there and I stay. I can come stand here. And I can get a 2 die here. I can push another ball. Yep, so we push on the ball and we stay because we're a little worried about that going the wrong place. Okay, so it didn't go anywhere better. Now, if I do that, I can get a 2 die into a 1 die. So why don't we go stand over here? No, we want to stand over here. Is there anything better? Any dodge pieces? No. So we're going to dodge over here. We want to try and get this player out. If I push there, yeah. I think that's the best we can do. Beautiful. At this point, we don't really want to bounce the ball because we might get free of our guys. So we're going to actually push him over there, free of us. And then... yeah, he dodged there. So we have another tackle zone on the ball. And then we stand this guy up. We don't have to dodge him away. But we will. That's fine. So we're trying to secure that thrall. Or sorry, vampire rather. So we've got 2 tackle zones of the ball. His vampire's mined up. This one can't run very far. We still have this guy who can get up later. He's under the threat. At this point, he's just trying to gum us up, make it difficult, but we're Dark Elves are pretty good at getting out of tight spots. It's only this weather that's making us like humans that dampens that ability, the pouring rain. So he can still, if he wants, try to... oh, interesting. He could have pushed me in the ball to get rid of me. Oh, these 6s, man. Not good. No bueno. Please don't be hurt. You just got leveled up. Okay, that's fine. KO is fine. This is starting to build up a little bit here, though. Alright, we're going to start probably doing aggressive pickups and runs. It's probably what we're going to do is... we just have to hope that something he does fails and opens up an opportunity. He can pretty easily come over here, get rid of my tackle zone, and then dodge out and then try and pick up the ball. You can stand that guy there. Doesn't want to stand this guy up because it means I might have to dodge and try and stand in a... yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. So you get rid of this tackle zone, you pick up the ball, come over, stand over here. Yep. So that's made that safe. This guy picks up, goes stands there or up here or something. And then I will do some dodge, stand on, and some other crazy plays, I'm sure. I feel like Vampires is kind of hard mode. He's having to think things really through to try and be like, oh god, if I do this and I bloodlust, what happens? Okay, so these guys are free. They can act as... this guy's probably going to go up there. He'll probably come back here. Ooh, I know about that. I think that's a safer play. That's just... there's no dodge involved. You just pick up and walk over there. And then if you want to dodge that guy over there afterwards, you do that. So, yeah, not exactly what I'd say the best play in the world. Is that the... that's the guard piece. Alright, so we're going to have to bash him down. Put him there. Yeah, he'll have to come stand there. Alright, we can definitely break into this cage. It'll be probably a one die, but we can do it. So we can stand over there. This guy, 1, 2, 3, 4. He comes stands over here. This guy bashes the guard piece. We follow up. We're just pressuring. Yes, get knocked out. Then we come stand him over here. Gets us a 1 die. We want this guy to be punching the ball carrier, so we come over here. Alright, that worked. Brilliant, it's all going the way we want. We push him over there and we follow up. Unfortunately, it's not enough because we're going to get a 2 die uphill against him. So we're probably just going to go and bash this guy off. Or... 2 die uphill ain't a bad idea. Or we can put an extra guy on the ball carrier. It's just so easy for him to dodge out here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. We can blitz this guy. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I feel like we do this. it's a little risky. Oh yeah, okay. So he's going to take the push. I'm going to follow up. I'm just pushing him away. And then this guy comes stand over here. Alright, so he didn't make the grade. I may be regretting my decision to reroll this dodge over here and losing the reroll, but, you know, it happens. So he can get to there. If he bashes this guy down, he can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and do a throw there. And it might intercept. I don't think it will. And that guy can run here. I can still catch him though, but he could certainly run someone in the way. But he needs this guy. Okay, what's he doing? Is he going to go this way maybe? But yeah, all these like bashes and stuff are risky because he needs 3 pluses. And sometimes he needs 6 pluses to actually get rid of me. And every time he uses a vampire for something, he could bloodlust as well, which will throw a spanner in the works. Next turn, we'll get this guy in some kind of scoring position, and then we'll hunt down this ball carrier. So we're down 2 players. Ooh, bloodlust. So now he has to dodge somewhere. He has to dodge somewhere. Even if it's just there. Whoa! Okay, no, he's blitz. Okay, so that's fine. So he can punch and stay and dodge away. He can even come over here. Ow! Don't do that. No bully. And then he can dodge over here or over here. Problem is, if he wants to move the ball carrier up. Whoa! You got to stand next to. Yeah. If he eats this thrall, then this guy can't go down there. If he bloodlusts, he has to go back up there, or around here, or just stay where he is. So we have to pray this is an injury or a knockout. Oh no! So he can still come around here and eat this guy. So the ball's relatively safe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He can get over there, going for it if he bloodlusts. Not too much of an issue, and he can always reroll the bloodlust with this guy. But he could get here, put that guy there, have some kind of side cage going. Ooh. I feel like you might want this guy to do it first, so you get the reroll for him. If this bloodlusted, and then you rerolled it. I mean, you could always stand there, I guess. Have you run the wrong way? Okay, no, he's got enough movement. Oh, that's right, there's a movement 7 piece. That's okay, we can still get to that. He needs to bring this guy over here, and then laugh will be interesting. That over there, yep, that's good. To put maximum pressure on this guy, and maybe even here, if there's a piece here, we'll kill this one and stand here in the way and have this guy be a score threat. Ooh, the risks. This guy's useless basically, where he has to come over here or stand here. Be right back. Phone call. sorry about that. I've cut out, by this time, what you're hearing, I've probably cut out the last 20 minutes or so where we've been having dinner. So, an interesting game. We got the fame winnings, so we made a reasonable amount of cash. That's good. Lost fan factor, because it's the first time we lost. They do a check, and I don't know if you just lose it automatically or they do an internal check. That's good to get the level up. That's good for him, he gets the level up. Let's have a look at these. 39, so you've got similar blocks. Let's have a look at... I'm very curious about the dice rolls. So, he got reasonable dice. Lots of threes, which is fine for him. No big problems. Nothing too crazy. I mean, this is one of his lower numbers. You got lower fives, but not by much. So it's, you can see, slightly lucky for him. What did we get? We got a ton of ones. Who would have thought? Low dodge. Well, we did make some crazy dodges, so not necessarily bad. Going for it's a little low. Catches are really low. Passes were really low. I mean, some of these are actually the lightning bolt and maybe armor, so it's not a big deal. But yeah, it looks like we got a bit unlucky there. Block dice is the interesting part, because 7, basically even for us. Slightly more power than that. He got 22 to 15. I mean, it's not that much more. It felt like a lot more. Maybe it was just that all the skulls, because there's a double skulls there. Does he ever get... So he got one set of both downs. Did he get many? One set of double skulls. Did he get many two both downs? No. One set there, which he rerolled. That's about it. So he didn't get too unlucky when it came to his block dice. How did I go? Whoops, that's both teams. Oh, okay, no, that makes more sense. Okay, yeah. So he got... a lot more... I don't know. Yeah, it felt like he had a lot more powers. One double skulls. One both down. That was about it. What did we get? Did we get... We didn't take many one dies. That was one unfortunate one. Maybe actually a good one. Some powers at the end? Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. Maybe it was just that play where he managed to get that lucky pop out on my dude. Or like, no, rather, I threw the ball and my guy rolled double ones. And my guy fell over. I don't know. Not sure what to say. I certainly think when it came to rolling ones, I was supreme, where he did not nearly have that problem. And the block dice... My cat is really meowing at the moment. Thinking a lot of those defender stumbles, which, I mean, we've only got a couple dodge pieces. It's on the right guy. That's really good. I think, kind of on reflection, I might even watch this replay, because I don't play against vampires very often because they're not generally competitive, so people don't play them. I think what it might have been is I backed off way too much when he got that nice defense formation setup at the start. I was like, whoa, that's a lot of power, I'm going to back off. And I think that psychology kept throughout the game until the second half, and I was like, nah, what am I doing? I should just be standing on this guy. You know, make him roll and eventually, you know, it didn't happen very often, but eventually he should be rolling both downs and stuff, and he'll start falling. And we saw that year he started having his guys regularly taken down, and it was much harder for him. So I think if I'm going to take anything from that, I think against vampires, especially a no-skill vampire, in terms of like one guy hit dodge, we need to press more and force out those rerolls early, so that, yeah, I mean that's the entire game. 2 rerolls used near the start of the game, then, you know, some rerolls near the end. You should be doing a lot more rerolls for me, forcing him to make lots of attacks, and so he's getting lots of pushes and stuff. We just need some of these to be more both downs and skulls, and it could have been the other way, I think. So I think that's what we're going to take away from that. We're going to be against vampires without skills. Don't be intimidated by the strength. You know, obviously if there's a formation reset and he can just line up against you, and he's got guard in there, the chances you're trying to break through that is pretty low. So maybe pull back, but immediately afterwards, you know, once he breaks up out of that initial line, start pressing him, get in positions where I think one thing I really liked was when we kind of cordoned off his vampires, and it really increased the risk that if something went wrong, you know, he might have one thrall to eat, and if that thrall gets sent off, then everything else goes wrong, then he's going to lose a vampire. We didn't see a single vampire leave the game, if I recall, so that's, I don't know, it could be good play on his part, or it could be lucky. So I do feel like there was a couple of times where I kind of isolated his vampires. So yeah, a very interesting game. The rain really changed things, and yeah, it was good fun. I think I was a little bit distracted because you know, I had things going on in real life, but I think the first half I don't think I was too distracted, and he still managed to steal the ball and score. So props to this guy, whoever he was. And let's have a look at the team. This is the first loss, alas. We might keep going with them if people want to see that, or maybe we'll do something, show another chain team off. My cat's really meowing. Whoa, a bunch of level ups. This guy's missing. There's a reason why Apothecary, because it was like the last hit of the game, basically, or the second to last. That I was like, well, I don't want to have him miss next game. Not likely that anyone else is going to get hurt. I'll try and get him back just in the reserves so I can have him for next game. That's fine. Alright, so we're going to definitely see what she gets. Okay. It is probably going to be initially block, and I think I'll get the other one, I'll get wrestle. After that we get a sidestep, so that she can go play any of the side lines and not have to worry about being thrown out. Ooh. Choices. There's an argument for movement 8, so that it's easy to do 1-turn touchdowns. Just looking up the online checks. A characteristic is nice, but guard or mighty blow. I think we have to take mighty blow, surely. Because wait, no, this is a blitzer, yeah. So as nice as dodge is, a mighty blow, then a dodge. Because I do want to have a tackle piece, so maybe this can be my tackle piece. Mighty blow, dodge, tackle. Yeah, I could do. It is really tempting though. Kind of want this after you get dodge, because it's a little safer. I do like that though. I think that opens things up for us. new possibilities that would otherwise not have. It does inflate our T value a little bit more than if we just got a skill. It's 30 instead of 20. But that's fine. What's this guy got? He can have, I think, block. I think we just need more block in the team. More block in the last match would have been great. Because it would have been harder for his guys. Yeah, I think what we do is we save the money. Once we go over 150k, we start taking increase to your team value. Then we use that to increase by the enhancement. That way we always have spare cash in case someone dies. Going to the next game with 12 players, totally fine. And yeah, I don't know, we may keep with this team. I'll see what people think. We may do another team. I may even put like a poll out and be like, what do you want me to play as? You know, Elven Union. Like I don't know how to play Underworld Denizens very well. Or Kislevs, or Vampire to a degree. I've played them against AI. Nurgle, I know how they work, but I haven't ever played them. They're more like a slow grind, kind of area denial. I don't generally play the undead races, so maybe that's what I'll try and do. Apparently it's a really low, easy skill level thing. I know Norse really well. Happy to play Norse. Lissaman, they're interesting just because they have weak guys who handle the ball and strong guys that don't, and so there's a dichotomy there. And then so when you face them, you just kill the skinks. Just kill these little guys so then they can't handle the ball, and just like man up these guys so they can't move around the pitch. They'll repeatedly beat you up, but they're like the vampires and the chaos. They don't start with skills, so they might knock themselves down and end their turn. What else? Super easy. You just run away from the enemy, pick up the ball, run it to the end, or if they have the enemy, you leap your water hances in and bash the ball out and grab it and keep running it. Chaos is just bashing. Bretonnia is a weird team, not very good in my opinion, just because like how the skill access of some of these guys is not ideal. Like some of them, it's hard to get guard on the guys you want to get guard, and vice versa, and things you're like, well, I don't really want this guy to have this skill because they want him to be standing, that kind of thing. High Elf. I don't generally play High Elf. Skaven are a fun team. Gutter Runners are great. One of the most competitive teams, just because the Gutter Runners out the gate are so good. They've got agility 4, so they can move really easily, handle the ball really easily. And they have like agility and movement 8, I think. So they can really book it from the get-go. They're armor 7 team mainly, so they usually need some spares. But your Ratto can do some real nasty damage as well. Dwarves are pretty simple, just grind up the pitch. Orcs, humans are all good. Yeah, I might put out a poll for people if I decide I won't continue with Dark Elves. But it was an interesting run for sure. We got 5-1-1. We could keep going. It's totally respectable. 6-1-1. My apologies. Because we had to concede. I forgot about that game. We could do a 6-1-1. It's very, very respectable. If you can walk away with this and you're 12-2-2, again, that's very respectable. So yeah, I enjoyed that. We'll see how we go. I might put out that poll later. But thanks for watching. See you next time.